What's up, everybody? Monte here. Monte Island. Monte plays games. Transport Fever 2. Continuing on. Part 11 today as we watch the planes fly on in past Pittsburgh into Portland, because that's one thing I forgot to do, was bring fuel to Portland. So that's where we're going to be starting off this episode. I hope you guys are all doing fine, hanging in there. It is April 2nd of 2020. I feel pretty much everybody is in the same situation, so hope you get a little bit of joy out of today's episode. Please leave a comment if you so desire. And, oh yeah, there's more we got to do this episode. We got to get some trains going because I want to connect the smallest town to the largest town. That's right, that'd be Carlsbad to High Point. So I'm excited to kind of feature one or two towns per episode as we move forward. But it's 1970s, folks. Transport Fever 2. Let's do this. Alrighty, hey everybody. We're getting right into it now. Monte Island landing gear. Down St. Petersburg is where we're going. First things first, as we were saying, I've got to get the fuel, the fire, the flame, from over here to over there, which over here is St. Petersburg, over there is Portland, and that's going to be the first plan. All the infrastructure is built out. We have the cargo plane terminal in Portland, which is how we're going to be getting the fuel all the way over to Portland from St. Petersburg. The crude and oil, however, is going to be going by rail, as we can see the rail kind of built up here. Because later, after we get this done, I do want to build an actual track out from our smallest city to our largest city, and that's going to be kind of our end focus. But look at this, just beautiful landing into St. Petersburg with no UI. Just looks beautiful. I'm excited to spend some time just doing some recording without goals, you know, just like ride-alongs. There you go. That's the word I'm looking for, all these different planes and such. So I hope you guys would be interested in something like that. Maybe I need to go find some good music and figure out something of that nature. But a lot of planes coming on in, so let's just get to work. Alt-G, open that up there, and show you what we're working with. All right, so let's go to the end first. We're going to add a new line, and it's going to go from the cargo of St. Petersburg East all the way up to Portland, which is here. Yes, here. To this cargo line, which is going to be fantastic. So now what we have to check, I meant to name that first, is, yeah, Portland's got an interesting airport. I might flip it later, but the cargo's all over here. It was meant for that. And then I decided, hey, might as well add a passenger terminal down here for folks to use. But look at that. That was almost $1 million it just made all on its own. So can't complain about that. But what I want to do check is where... This is my easy way to do this. Where's the fuel? Okay, all the fuel's over here, which is fantastic, because if we look at that, that's going to cover a good chunk of it. Yeah, so that's going to be good. So let's go ahead and buy a plane here of the cargo kind, and it can be large. Oh, by the way, I think last episode I put a cargo plane in place of a passenger line. I think I put this one somewhere where I meant to be passengers, so no one called me out on it. I have fixed it if someone does notice it. It might have been this one because I saw all the windows. I think that's what it was. The Boeing 737-200C, which is actually converted for freight transport. But let's go with the Hercules. We're going to buy... No, we're going to go with the Boeing, because I'm undecided. And this is going to go on that brand new line, which I do believe is line 2. So it's going like, hey, why am I doing this? Well, you're doing this because eventually this guy, which does connect to this guy, which is good, I need to drop off oil at the refinery. So note, here's the crude. So I'm going to be bringing this crude up on this little loop track here, up over here. Thank you for the road vehicle notice. Back up this way. So we're going to get crude right here and go right back. So it's not too bad. It's all in Carlsbad. We can make all our fuel right here by St. Petersburg in this view right now, right here. and it's going to be mighty fine. The only thing I need to connect is a mighty fine and dandy depot, which we're going to just build one right here. Track it up. Keep. We're going to go non-electric. None of that stuff today. There we go. So then we got to remembers that takes 2 crude for 1 oil. So let's see. Do we want to go diesel? I think that's where we're going to go. Steam trains. If you look at it, we still have the big boy we could use. That top speed is nice. 130. These guys, you know what? Big boy, you ride. Nope. Big boy, you ride again. I think I've thought a big boy was a 9,000. Okay, anyway. Cargo. So we have these that can hold 12. I think we have more. Yeah, 18. This is even better. Better for the money. These are just lighter. That's why they hold less. So let's go with... I'm going to go with 100. Just over 200 capacity. I'm going to... Wow! 32 million. See? This is why these things get crazy expensive. So we're going to buy this guy. And then we're going to buy one that's half this. To bring the oil in. So we're going to work on that. So that one plan I already bought. Just trying to think of this. Look at that. 30. I'm not worried. We got the money. Look at those earnings. In the green. Or in the blue as they are. So hold on tight. Alrighty. Well, we lost $31 million for this train. But let's watch the crude line Carl cruise on by. It's got its big boy. It's definitely got the ability to haul 200 crude. So I'm going to build a smaller train with less power that's going to move about 100 oil all the way from where it needs to go to where it's going to go. So we have some multiple lines here as we're going to be able to see. Let me show that off. You can actually see the rotation here, which is perfect for the crude. Now, what I am noticing is what is visible only. Crude line Carl. And then I have crude 2. It looks as though I had already even made the line. So let me just verify that. Crude 2, yeah. Oops. Crude 2. Go away. So there we go. I was like, why is there 2 lines on this? So we have that. And then it looks like I did already build my line oil to fuel. So I had already built the lines, just not the trains. So what we're going to have to do, though... Let's watch a train while we wait. Let's go... I'm going double speed. I'm going to need about 15 million at least to get the oil train running. So let's see what we want to do for that. I think I am going to go with diesel. Maybe the Russian class. Nothing too special. I'm looking at the speeds. No, we're going to go with the MDGP9. So let's go with that guy. And then for cargo, let's go with the lighter car that can hold 100. And it's only going to be the 12. So look at that. I can already buy it. And that one's going to go on, what was it? Oil to fuel. Boom. So that's all connected. Fuel to Portland is a thing. So let's see. Let's go. Consumers. 400 shipping to Carlsbad Oil Refinery. That's everything. So let's click on that oil refinery. Consumers. What we're going to want to see is St. Petersburg Fuel Refinery. So is this connected to that? Yes, it is. Good indeedy. Consumers, suppliers. I want to see this a-working. Oh, I do have this just for looks. Let's build this out here. Go to our lines, and then 2, and we're going to add that. So it goes around. There we go. Actually makes use of the loop. It's got all the connections, right? So we've got sidewalks connecting. So that's connected to that. This is connected to that. Multiple vehicles in poor condition. Let's bring that up before we move on. I can deal with that. What I'm going to do is condition very good, very bad. Look at all these, like food to table. Food to table. It needs bread. Let's manage these vehicles. This vehicle. You can go ahead and... Oh, he was already filling up. I didn't want him to do that, but let's replace with, let's see, cargo. It's got to have bread. Do we want to go ahead and do the Peterbilt? Not yet. Not for these guys. I think I want to go with the Isuzu. I like it. 25. Yeah, 14. Definitely not so much, but completely better than what we had. 2 million for all the replacements. And we're going to do something similar on pit machines. Manage vehicles. And let's see. Yep, machines. Same thing. So, not too bad. Maintenance normal, condition very bad. Yeah, it looks like most of these guys are due for some upgrades. Oh, we got to go look at this guy. We haven't seen one of these for a while. In St. Petersburg, all rusted. Normal speed here. And we're going to get all of these upgraded. Poor guys. Alright, so let's go visible only. You guys, let's get you in something nice. Passengers, what do we got new? Let's give them the man. There we go. Ta-da! Heading on down to Valley Street. The Rose Odor. The best kind of odor. Alright, see our trams are coming in here too, which is pretty nice. Got a tool shop, total shop. Is it a tool shop or is it total? It's a shop of everything. Oh, nice hat, my friend. Just bought it from the total shop. I got you covered. Alright, so St. Petersburg. Do we have numbers yet? No. Shipping to Portland. Alright, Portland. Malfunctions all around. Let's see. Where is our Portland plane? It's going to drop off fuel here. Portland. Has a demand of 93. Destinations. Look at that. Shopping. Line usage. Oh, so it's showing the line usage from all the different cities. Interesting. Very cool stuff. So it shows they can pretty much connect to everywhere except... Interesting. Denton, Pittsburgh. Interesting. Okay. But still not answering our question. Let's make sure we've got... Alright, if that's going that way... Look at this. Oil to fuel. We have 62 waiting. So we have 2 trains on the inbound. Planks. Then we have more crude coming on in. Look at that. Non-stop. And rolling in right behind him. This is a beautiful view. We're going to have our faster train with the low load going to pick up some oil. Getting on that. Getting on his power. Passing him up. We have a train race. Big boy's hurting. He's going to get taken over right here. Oh, and there he goes. Big boy getting overpassed here as they both slow down into the station. Big boy. Oh, no. He's coming back with the lead at the end. Oh, my goodness, everybody. The big boy's coming in for first place. What? You just don't want to mess with the big boy. Oh, my goodness. What a win. Which is actually great because it's going to let the oil build up. More stuff dropped off. That was fantastic, my friends. I don't know how it decided that math. I'm just saying when you see the big boy coming, you get out of the way. So, all right. That's definitely going to pick up some oil, so he's got to be happy about that. We just haven't been able to pick up any oil yet at the drop-off. But it does show Portland on here. Port St. Lucie. We could... Oh, PSL, we could bring you some more goods. We're already bringing them the food. We could bring them food and more. Oh, my goodness. This is the food lines. Look at that. We can't even get anybody land in here. And it's on the small airports. I've been thinking about that, too. Do I want to move to a bigger airport? Bigger planes? Better fuel? Efficiency on the larger planes versus the amount of materials we can haul. Or so we think. But yeah, all right. This is done. Check it off. I'm happy with it. Let's move on over here. So, cities. Let's go by size. High Point at the top, 552. Still nothing to go too crazy about, but it's looking pretty nice. And then Carlsbad down at the bottom with 191. Carlsbad. How we love you. I did a little bit of road work. We have passenger lines. Let's just take a look at Carlsbad overall. And what I want to start doing is featuring like 2 cities per episode and really working on them. But this episode got a little weirded out because we did need to get the fuel to Portland. So, hey, the more the merrier. So Carlsbad, it's doing okay. Emissions are poor. We're going to have to work on emissions everywhere. Target population, look at that. You can kind of see it is going to be increasing as we go. And they want their machines and they want their goods. Goods we're doing really well on. Which is funny, because goods get shipped by these trucks from far, far away. Look at that. But it's a beautiful ride. I mean, even though they're holding up traffic, it is a nice little ride. My plan on these was definitely full upgrades to the Peterbilts, because it's a nice long haul, 18-wheelers going across the country of the island. I think it's going to look pretty fantastic. But I want to do something else this episode, which is connect the dots. I want the city to grow some more. We have airport connected over here. We have a little harbor built up over there. So what about, guys, what if we connect a train station like over here? I want to do something like this. And connect it to the largest city of High Point with high-speed tracks even. What train are we going to use? I don't know. Haven't thought about it. Yeah, actually, I like this straight line cross here, and then we're going to go across the little dirt path, which goes out to probably an unused goods factory. That might be one of our later goals, is to make sure there's not a factory left behind on the entire island. So High Point is doing good. It's connected on all kinds of manners of goods and passengers and all that good stuff. There we go. I want a straight 300. This is going to be a fast express line. I mean, I guess it's obviously an express line because there's no other paths in between. Alright, this is where it's okay to slow down a little bit. Don't want to go under 200. And I already built out to this guy right here to go straight that way. Connect the dots. Da-da-da-da. Bada-boom, bada-boom. There you have it. So this guy's going to connect right all in here. He has his own line, third line, going into High Point. And if this looks right, I'm going to want a signal. Let's see. I'm going to want a signal here. I don't know how big this train's going to be. Yeah, let's go like something like that. And I'm thinking something simple. Let's see. What do we want to go with? I'm not like the Zephyr, but something almost like it is what I'm thinking. And I just have it connect out this way. Gets its own handy-dandy depot. Boom. I like it. And then we're going to upgrade high-speed track tool for that guy. And for looks, I'm going to go ahead and have this guy high speed all the way in. Oh, nice. That upgraded the station as well. So, good things ahead. Now, Robbie, you were right. I do need to also be paying attention to the multiple units down here. You know what? Actually, this is probably a good time to bring one of these in. High speed. I don't know if I want to bring in the Metro liner. But let's go with this guy. Capacity 57. No, you know what? Change my mind. Let's go with the Metro liner because I love it. It's awesome. I'm going to add it. And 22 million. Are you serious? I can do that. Just with a fast forward. 17. 20. 22. And change. So new line, my friends. We just got the EMD SD 40-2. Man, we're moving into the 70s here right quick. All right, so that passenger station to this passenger station, which connects a whole another town to High Point. Loving it. Loving it. So we're going to see how that works over time between our beautiful new High Point city here. Look at all this. That's a screenshot. I'm sorry. Sorry, not sorry. We got the Zephyr coming in. We have our stone going for construction materials. We have our construction material planes going on out. High Point's looking mighty fine. Kind of want to go in on this new station right here. Look at that. So this is going to go well. I want to go ahead and push forward and get this guy on our new line, which I have to do that, and go line 3. Oh, here we go. We're going to do the ride along. It's going to be a beauty of a thing. You. Line 3? Nope. Yes, line 3. Unable to make it, missing oh, it is electric, isn't it? Yeah. Oh, it is. See? These things. Real quick. Boom. I knew this. Whoops. Come on now. Love the Metro liner and then don't even do it right. Alright, so we got that. Boom. It didn't do it. There we go. Even better. Clicky noise. Electric. Do you feel the power? I feel it. Alright, so there we go. Now, do I need to tell you to get yourself again? Or are you going to be like, automatic? Nope. Get yourself again. Get yourself again, Metro liner. Oh my goodness, here we go. Let's go, follow. Hello, hello. Train 19, where's your, there you are. We're gonna get out. We're gonna do it this way. Nice looking Metro liner here. We can go on the inside if we want. How do I go down? Howdy doody, buddy. How you doing today? Doing good? That's right. I got my drone camera out. Let's go on in. We can do a nice little ride along. This is Carl. Carl's the champion of the episode. Oh, I want to go up. Alright, got to get my hand off the mouse there. So there we go. Got our passenger line going off to Carrolltown. There goes our goods truck that goes out to Carlsbad as our Metro liner makes its first inaugural run down our first full high-speed passenger line truck. But look at the beautiful views above the tree line here. Lake Monte at its finest. Great time of year to visit. It's a beautiful 84 degrees Fahrenheit. Just fantastic. Not too hot. I mean, there's a nice cool breeze, so there is that. It's not a dry heat. Let me tell you, we are on an island. It gets a little humid. So this is the line. This is the beauty of it. We have the factories that do nothing. Hanging on out, I can see the tippy top of the International Carlsbad Airport, which I do believe is the ride to Portland. Got planes all over the skies. Planes, cranes, and no automobiles. It's looking good. So we're going to hop on out. Train 19 coming on in. To the beautiful town of Carlsbad. So I'm hoping, with this in mind, we're going to get some growth here. This passenger line does connect this station, so people will use this bus line so they can get to the harbor, they can get downtown. I'll pull up the lines so we can do a look-see here. Another thing I want to do here, so for example, I have goods getting brought by airport, and then they're bringing them like right through downtown. I'm going to build I don't think I'm going to go underground. Maybe you guys can comment. But I want to get this line out from here. And I want to get it around, and then I'll use waypoints if I have to, just to get the emissions out of the street. But speaking of that, I do want to bring you guys along for this part, as I wanted to spend way too much cash and upgrade our downtown. I like that a lot of buildings are going to get moved, not just removed. That's kind of nice. Still, a lot of expenses going on right now. And it's going to hurt our little town is growing mighty big, but might as well knock down Carlsbad, whatever it is, down into place. So there we go. Carlsbad looking good. High Point looking mighty fine. We've got fuel to Portland. I want to check on that before I go. We have smoothing to do, because it's not a Transport Fever episode without some smoothing. And I know it's Transport Fever 2. I just, I don't need to say the 2. It's all train... today in Train Fever. Oh my goodness. Train Fever, I remember like it was yesterday. So our Metroliner's making it back. Line 3, haven't given it a name, but let's see if anyone's waiting. 5 folks. Look at that Carrolltown to High Point. 136 folks waiting. I'm loving this. All the work and construction going on. Beautiful view right downtown in High Point. Oh my goodness. I can dig it. I'm glad to be back. So I'm going to be having some more Monte Island coming your way. A little bit of a longer episode today. But that's all right. I like it. Since I haven't been able to play over the last week or two. Spent a good chunk of my time last week knocking out the Chapter 2, Mission 12, which was knocking out Chapter 2 in the Transport Fever 2 campaign. So all that's online. It was a 2-parter. So happy to be back in the island, maybe heading over to Japan for the start of Chapter 3 in a virtual sense. So let's watch this Metroliner go by one more time. We're going to go check on the fuel, as I said. So come on, Portland. I want to see some numbers in St. Petersburg, not Carrolltown, but Portland. 0 of 93. I don't like it. So what's wrong? Oh. I have this problem there. Wait, if I do that, okay. The mouse would have just kept dragging me to the side. So, all right, we're bringing it over here, right? Consumers. Portland 63. You wouldn't happen to be going to Portland, would you? No, okay. But where is the Portland plane? Fuel to PDX. Where are you? Full. 20 of 20. You are right here, heading on over. So, let me go ahead and go over here. Oh, I don't have a way to buy a plane here. So we're going to have to build another one in Portland. Buy vehicle. Another 737. And I want that guy to go fuel to PDX. 2 plane power. It only holds 20 each, so I wanted to get that guy out on the tarmac. Oh, I love that. It's got the little divider there, so that's actually appropriate. Ta-da! All right, so he's off to St. Petersburg to pick up the fuel. And as the neighbor's dog begins to bark, it is my sign that it is my time for today. But thank you all for watching some Monte Island. I'll catch you next time in Transport Fever 2. And more on the way. Still haven't added any mods yet to this one. I'm kind of waiting until, a few more years. But I'll bring you back. It's only 1972. Wow. Good times ahead. So you guys keep on keeping on. Take care.